Hi, I'm Michelle from Michelle's Romantic Tangle, and I've done a ridiculous amount of thrifting lately, so there's probably going to be a cluster of thrifting videos here coming up soon. On the way to the grocery store, my sons asked if we had time to stop at St. Vincent's. And I told them that I wasn't going to buy anything because I just went on a huge Goodwill Bins trip with my daughter. So we weren't going to buy anything. They just wanted to look. That was the agreement. And I thought I'd film kind of our usual route through the store. One of my first stops, depending on which end of the store I stop at, is the Nancy Drew books to see if they happen to have any. And there's my son who had already scoped them out for me. You're going to see teenage boys wandering through the video, and they're mine. I don't put strangers' kids in my videos. This would have been a great haul of Nancy Drew if I had a current list of which books I have and don't have. I have got to look at my collection and get that updated. In hindsight, I'm wishing I had picked up this copy of Learning in the Nursery class. It had a copyright date of 1944 and that little disclaimer panel there about being printed during wartime conditions. And I can't remember exactly what that says, something about the paper and other materials and the rationing. This was a guidebook for teachers on how to teach nursery school and what to teach in nursery school. That would have been a lot of fun to bring home and read through, but their vintage books are so expensive at this store. I think they're $3 each. I also probably should have bought the Clue in Blue and Puzzle in Purple. Those are more of the girls' mystery series that I like to collect. And I haven't come across any books in that series before, so hopefully I will find some more later at better prices, and this wasn't a ginormous mistake passing those by. I always do look through the vintage books because now and then I will find an early edition Nancy Drew or Cherry Ames. And I always look through the needlework books. Now and then I will find something really fun, and that's where a lot of the flip throughs on this channel have come through. Because I do bring them home when I find something that is totally different from what I've had before. If I was tempted by anything on this trip, it was these paintings. I love the subject matter. I love the colors. And oh my gosh, these things are huge. They were at least 3 feet square. And there were 2 of them. I don't know if you could call them a matched set, but I have a feeling they must have come from the same house. I think they had like $120 on each of them, which I'm too cheap for thrift store prices, I guess. I think the basket of sewing machine pedals is a new addition, and I guess that's great if you know exactly what pedal you're looking for. These are the same machines that were here a month ago, and I got called over from the craft section to look at the accordion because apparently the boys want an accordion, and for $120 the boys can't have an accordion. When they grow up and get jobs and are funding their own thrifting, that will be their decision to make, but no, I'm not buying it. Remember, we're not buying anything. Looking at the furniture again, that dresser with the mirror you just caught a glimpse of, I thought that was in an earlier video. I know I've been in the store and thought my son would like it, and this is the first time he'd seen it, and yes, he likes it. I'm good at his taste. Back to finish the craft department, they really did not have anything fun this trip. But I always look through because once in a blue moon you will find a Dimensions kit or something wonderful hiding in with all of the old craft stuff and scrapbooking supplies and whatever all of that is. Looks like that might have been a kit there, and you can see there I touched it, but I don't know. Maybe it's not what it looks like on the screen. And then there was this. That is, now I can't remember what it is. It is a little Nuke from the Fallout game, and apparently these are collectible and expensive. And look, it matches his t-shirt. So my emergency cross-stitch fund went to buy a plastic Nuke. Vintage Tupperware. We had a huge discussion over the weekend about Tupperware and how Tupperware is an actual thing, not an interchangeable term like Rubbermaid. And yes, I know Rubbermaid is a thing. Lots of Disembodied Tupperware lids for 99 cents each. I wonder, is there a market for those? More blue Corningware than I have ever seen in my life. That is the pattern Mom had, Grandma had, I have. And more of that cranberry Pyrex Visionware. I ran into that at crazy prices at an estate sale and still can't believe that stuff is worth money. We got it for our wedding and I never did like it. And boy, if it is worth something, I will sell it. I think I said that in the last video. Not my favorite kitchen thing. More just looking at the pretty shiny stuff. I love the sparkly glass, makes me smile. I don't know why. And a cauliflower soup tureen. It's neat. I wish I could come up with an excuse for why I needed one in my life and where I would put it, but I can't, so I didn't. And more bric-a-brac. I'm not good at walking down all the aisles. I kind of follow my usual route, and if I'm filming, I do look at the bric-a-brac because sometimes there's fun stuff here, and sometimes there's not. The steamer trunk. If you remember this from a video 2 months ago, it was $599. It has been marked down to $199 and then down to $99, and I think green tags were discounted. So it might have been $75 today. It still stinks to high heaven, is still missing a drawer. I don't think anyone is in a hurry to buy it. Now, it interests me, the tag that they put on the front says 1914. That shipping tag is 1909. There was an old couple looking at it, so maybe it went home with them. And this was a Jungle Book pop-up book, and just look at how amazing these scenes are and how they're so fragile. They make me nervous. I think it would be great to have something like that open and displayed on a shelf, but my house would not be a safe place for a pop-up book like that. I didn't even look at the price. My son assures me that this thing is collectible and worth a lot more than I paid for it. One thing we did discover is that when it falls over in the car and the sound mechanism goes off, it sounds like someone next to you blew a tire and there are brakes squealing. Thanks for watching. I'm Michelle with Michelle's Romantic Tangle, and I'll be back with more thrifting and needlework videos for you soon.